Hello and welcome to an episode of Atomic Vinyl Reviews. My name is Jacob and today I've got another unboxing video. So let's get right to it. So within this box we should have another bootleg figure, which would be really interesting. This is one that I've actually been considering ordering for quite some time now, maybe like a year at least. But I finally decided, hell, let's just go for it. So obviously you've read the title, you know this is the bootleg 1984 Memorial Box figure. Bandai vinyl, by the way, yeah. And it is going to be an interesting figure because the original is extremely rare and very expensive. So I'm really curious how this actual bootleg is going to look. From what I've seen, by the way, it did look good. Just the paintwork, as usual, seems to be the issue with these bootleg figures. Let's open this up. Another interesting thing is on the postage label here, it's, even though I ordered it from China, it does say it came from New South Wales, which is in Australia, which is really odd, but whatever. See, it's stuffed with bubble wrap. This box feels really light, so the figure itself, I'm guessing, is pretty light. And here he is. So don't need the box anymore. Oh dear. His tail's kind of falling out. We can fix that pretty easily. Let's have a look. His tail's kind of really flopping down. I don't think that's how it's meant to be. But yeah, let's take a look at this guy. So obviously the paintwork on him is pretty damn bad, if you can see that there. But the sculpt doesn't look half bad, which is the real important thing about this guy. Now I think I will have to take a hairdryer to his tail, because I don't think it's meant to be like this. Because this guy is not going to stand. Yeah, something was off with the molding process of this tail. That is bizarre. But yeah, we'll figure that out. He even has the licensing info under his feet here. There you go. So don't be fooled. This guy is not the original. I think the original is so hard to get because a Memorial Box figure means that he came in like this big box of other Bandai vinyls, and this figure is unique to that set, so it's really hard to get, which is upsetting because this is a really beautifully sculpted Bandai vinyl. It's actually probably the best version of this kaiju, this 84 design in this scale, because we don't have a monster art yet, and the NECA figure. Oh, the NECA figure. You hideous, hideous thing. But yeah, we can kind of put them together. The 84 design is one of those really strange designs. It's one that I really like, but it is really difficult to get right. They keep fucking it up for some reason. Like this guy here, this is kind of hideous. I really don't like the 84 NECA figure. But I do like the Monster Arts, not the Monster, the X Plus 84, which we have here. So we can kind of do a quick little comparison between the two. And I'm actually really excited because I have pre-ordered the Yuji Sakai modeling collection X Plus 84 figure because it looks a lot better than this original 30 centimeter series one. So I'm super excited for that one, and I'll definitely have this guy in the comparisons when I do an unboxing and a review of that one. But yeah, this will just give you guys a rough idea of the sizing. He's a pretty standard Bandai vinyl, nothing too big. Paint-wise, like I said, this is not good. The reason I got him, by the way, was my plan is to completely repaint him because the sculpt from what I've seen on these is really nice. It's actually pretty accurate to what we see in the film, because you know the one in the film, like I said, it's hard to get good figures of him. So to have one that's actually accurate to the film, I thought is quite worth it because I really wanted one because I do love this design. That tail is bizarre. Why is it down like this? It should be like, I don't even know. There's like a big gap here as well. The tail doesn't even have like a lip on the outside that kind of widens when it goes in. It's just like this really dodgy sort of thing that just slides directly in and has nothing to really grip onto. So that is really weird. You can tell it's kind of cheaply made in that aspect, and he does look a bit squished in on his body, lower body here. So that is slightly off, but I think if we mess around with some heat, some hairdryer, expand his body a little bit, and then the main reason I got this figure was to repaint him, like I said. So then I'm gonna fix up all of the paint on him, and hopefully should look nice. So I will do videos on this guy, and show you guys the progress of how he's turning out and all that sort of stuff. Before I finish, I just wanted to show him with next to a Monster Arts. So to give you guys an idea, he is actually about Monster Arts height. So I'm imagining if they release an SH Monster Arts 1984 Godzilla, which I really hope they do, because this is one of those really unique designs. He has design elements that no other Godzilla really has. So this, for those of you who don't know, is the transitional design between the Showa era, the original classic era, and the Heisei era, which is like the 80s and 90s era. So this guy came out in 1984 or 1985 in the US, and was either just called Godzilla 1984 or Return of Godzilla in that film. The film's title, depending on where you saw it. But this design, he has elements like the bigger head of the Showa era, a very unique shaped head with a very very strange sort of more boxy head shape, and these really striking eyebrows, and his eyes kind of peering up from under them. His pupils aren't painted in at all. His eyes are actually just painted gold on this one, which is really weird. So he has more of a rounded face. And also the way his spines were arranged was different. He had he had more like Showa kind of spines, but he had some of the larger ones were actually lower down on his body, sort of lower mid back. Now I don't really like on this figure how these spines are kind of slouching downward as much as they are. I kind of wish that they were more like this. I think that would look a tiny bit better. But it's not the worst. These spines are actually done really well sculpt-wise, so when we get these painted up properly, it'll still look really cool, and it might be kind of suit accurate. You can kind of have a look at the X Plus here. They're a little bit less slouchy on the X Plus, so I'm going to assume this one's a tiny bit more accurate in that regard. But, yeah, this gives you guys an idea. So yeah, that's it. My little unboxing video of the bootleg 1984 Bandai Memorial Box figure. This guy's pretty easy to find on eBay if you search up Bandai 1984 Godzilla. I do recommend, if you can find the real deal, he's really worth picking up, because that thing is super pricey and expensive and all that sort of stuff. But if you do just want a pretty cheap 84 for your collection, then this one might be the way to go. Although, I don't know, I'll do follow-up videos and let you know how the tail turns out, because this is not right. He can't stand with his tail down like this. He would have to stand like... It's just... Yeah, I need to look at photos of how this thing's really actually meant to be, because that's not right. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and or subscribe, because it's really awesome when you guys do that. And may all your vinyl be irradiated vinyl. Over and out.